So today I decided to do just a circuit in the city. After 20 kilometers, I took a water break, and I'm outside the Parliament buildings right here. And I want to waltz again, back and forth the way I've come, just to try and do the same route where I started from. And I think it's really tricky business, but I think the city is a bit clear and there are few people, so you won't really have this risk of being knocked down by
Workout
people. That's the Continental Hotel right there, and this is a big street actually going on this side to join Mombasa Road, and I want to take it back the way I came. So I'm going to cycle from the church here. This is the church. It has 497 spaces available. I don't know what is the maximum. It's quite a beautiful time, and you can see the Parliament on my side on the left. But the intention is just to try and do the same kind of circuit that I did when I was coming in. Beautiful Nairobi, amazing Nairobi. It's a little bit drizzling, and that's what really bothered me, because I have waterproof everything, so except my mask, which is not waterproof, which can get wet. That's the Garden Square restaurant. Look at the way, the signage and the paving is being done and all these things. And right there, where the lights are, that's right, I think that's the political office, the governor's office. Not very many cars here. Today is a Sunday and people are not there. So we're still just continuing actually to stream this. And I have a mask on, but I think working with the mask, if you cycling or riding, you can get shocked. And the lights say go. That's the office of the governor right there. And on this side is the KICC. Tomorrow there's gonna be a bloodbath in there. The president is gonna discipline his members inside that building. People are gonna be tongue lashed. And right there, we passed the governor's office. We still go on, and quite an edifice here, kind of an architectural imposition, a colonial imposition of an architecture. And the way actually you see on the right side, still quite a lot of the Supreme Court and downtown, beautiful downtown right there. But I think I'm gonna check that side because it's a little bit congested, so I'm gonna take a left turn. And I'm still streaming, so it's still really working very well. I'm not really bothered. I can, behind me. So I'm still moving on. I think they just parked here. Not really sure why. But cycling in town, cycling in the city, I think it's really impressive that Nairobi has become really safe on Sundays, and you can just cycle. I think I want to dig into one of these streets, come out and go back to join Kenyatta Avenue, which is right there. So I'm gonna take this turn, go in this street here. There's a restaurant there. I think it's open. A lot of people, as you can see. Streets are quite wide and not really much occupied because being a Sunday, and just a group of young boys walking and enjoying the town. And we have post-COVID. If we had COVID, we'd really be having a lot of people here. People really trying to, jostle and just have coffee, be happy. African people being happy in their country, stuff like that. But we're still really determined actually to move on and soldier with this, to have a beautiful country that can really allow people to, come in, stuff like that. So there's a casino there. I think it has some music. I'm not sure if it's licensed to do that, but playing some really nice music. And this is
21 kilometers Street. Completed.
So that's Kimathi Street.
Remaining distance 9 kilometers. Duration 1 hour 35 minutes 49 seconds.
I want to join
Estimated
this,
total time 2 hours 16 minutes 51 seconds. Workout paused. Workout resumed.
Enjoying the main road to go back. There are people actually driving behind me. Quite fantastic Nairobi, city in the sun. Really, really nice. This is the Stanley Hotel right here, as you can see. People walking and everybody just trying to mind their business and being happy. But the whole thing is to really be able to appreciate the kind of facelift that Nairobi has gotten. The quite fantastic facelift, and the pavements and everything is just amazing. As you can see, I was here a while back, so I'm just doing another circuit, and I'm gonna go up there and come back. And I am really happy because you can see behind me my city and my town, and everything is just really nice. Doing another round of cycling. I think I've just cycled in town here. This is the 5th kilometer just doing within town, and quite amazing that people don't really realize how it can be fun, just to come in here and have fun and cycle and enjoy. I think this is a colonial monument, which I do not really like. I think those kind of colonial monuments should be, pulled down or just to be torn apart. I don't know what they stand for. Probably they stand for something else that I don't know, but I don't really appreciate. So I'm gonna still go up. I think I took a turn right there. Watch out all the intersections. Still go ahead and really see if I can continue doing my cycle and just enjoy this. There's a gentleman here who's just sorry. So I think this is my 24th kilometer, and it is really fantastic to just be here and continue doing this. Not really having any problem. Hello. And I just continue doing my cycling. Really nice. And people really can just believe that you utilize these kind of pavements, which are really amazing pavements, and just kind of really make just fun, being in the city and seeing all the paintings and stuff like that, and just enjoying the whole of these places. It's a little bit threatening to drizzle, but I'm not really sure what is the issue. But we're still, doing this cycling, and I'm right here, continuing with my cycling. Quite enjoyable cycling, and you can see as I pass by there, that's the Cafe Deli. I'm continuing to do that. Quite amazing Nairobi, city in the sun. Everybody, wants to have a grab of these and just enjoy, this kind of a fantastic cycling in the city. Not really an easy way to do it, but it is really putting on red, and I think it's
workout paused.
Walk. I'm not sure we have an aggressive driver, and there I go. So it's still going on, and it's really nice the time, and the guys are just turning, cycling in, and there I go, trying to actually focus on this, and I just proceed. I keep on cycling here, but what I want to show you is actually how they've been able actually to do the paving and the tarmacking. It's quite an amazing place, beautiful Nairobi, and you can appreciate the architecture. It's really nice, very beautiful, and I want to now take off and just maybe branch off and take another detour to see the other side of town. It's all this the paving is going on, and all this fantastic work is going on. I think the COVID has given people opportunities actually to allow actually paving and to allow people to do all the improvements, and the facelift in the city is gonna get paved every other place that you see. And I'm gonna go to the Nation Center, take a turn and see if I can join this road. I think it's a one-way road, but I think with the bike I can be allowed. So right there, that's the Nation Center. So I'm still doing the cycle. This is I think a Jamia Mosque, and I think it's a Sunday, not much activities will be going on there. And I want to go to the Nation Center. You can see quite iconic, but I'm still just moving on cycling and trying to capture all these beautiful memorable times. That's the Macmillan Library, and clearly you can see the Macmillan Library is an edifice. Quite amazing architecture there. I think it's colonial architecture, the Macmillan Library. And this documenting all these beautiful places in the city. A lot of people won't really want to do this. And look there, that's the Nation Center. My camera can't pan much, but I can try to show you the Nation Center. I think it's quite a big building. Yeah, so you're right there behind me. You can see. That's the Nation Center. I don't know if you can capture it from here. Yeah, I think I capture it from here. It's one of the biggest media houses in Nairobi, and does very well, kind of documentary work. And I think I'm gonna have sort of an interview one of these times in that beautiful place. And beautiful Nairobi all the time. We just keep on doing this. So I gotta continue with my journey, and I'm looking for another iconic building. I'm not sure which iconic building that I've missed. These are just old, beautiful buildings.
Workout resumed.
Post-colonial, and that's the Nation Center. I'm not sure if the camera won't pan and catch it right there. So it's panning.
22 kilometers completed.
The town is looking really nice.
Remaining distance 8 kilometers.
Is amazing.
Duration 1 hour 42 minutes 8 seconds.
Some restaurants.
Estimated total time 2 hours 19 minutes 15
really
seconds.
Making a lot of noise. So I'm trying to find my foot back and probably just try to figure out how this is gonna end. But I'm gonna take a right turn into the main street, and because it's not congested anyway, so I'm not really worried about what's gonna happen. But quite amazing. There's a young man behind there on Wheeels, and that is Jamia. So I'm enjoying my cycle, and I think these are Uber cycle. Oh, amazing! Right there, you can see that. So this is another, I think, also another building which is quite old. I'm not very sure of the age, but it looks like it was old. So this is downtown, which is a little bit congested, but it has an iconic building somewhere, which I would also really want to try and actually show you in a moment, to just really appreciate this building here. I think it was built by the British people in 1920, and what I want to show you, sama boss. Na record mtainterfere tafadhali. 1920. So that's the building, and you can see, it's amazing. It's just that many people don't really see or actually really appreciate the architecture. But that architecture, it's outstanding.
Workout resumed.
I think you can find this in the middle of London or somewhere, but this is Nairobi, so don't really be surprised. And I'm gonna try and take, sort of a nice zoom kind of angle, if you can be able to see the building, beautiful building behind me. And look at that. It's an amazing building. This is Nairobi, beautiful Nairobi. A street kid almost just nicked my phone off, and I'm not really scared about street kids, because I can really just beat the hell out of them in a moment. That's the Givenchy garden, and I'm just taking you on a virtual tour of the entire city of of Nairobi. So you need to enjoy this. It's for free. Beautiful Nairobi. Look at that. It's calm. It's really amazing. We're gonna do a YouTube video or something of that kind. And I think the University of Nairobi is way ahead, but now what I'm leaving is behind me. So I'm coming from behind there. I'm gonna stream this on Facebook. You have time and just watch the greening Nairobi and understand the architectural masterpieces that are in Nairobi and all those nice things that you'll wish to, talk about Nairobi as a city. I think this is the old fire station right here, the Givenchy Garden, another open garden where you can just come sit and, enjoy, have your soda, have your beer. So I'm gonna take a turn right here, and that's the Central Police Station. I'm not supposed to film it probably, and that's the University of Nairobi Towers. And I'm getting very careful because this is a turn. It's the road with very many people, but I'm still filming. That is the University of Nairobi behind me. So I'm keeping off the road because I don't want to get knocked by rowdy motorists who are just quite excited. But I'm still doing this. It's a bit dangerous now. Behind me you can see people speeding. But I want to appreciate another bigger street. This is Tomboya Street. And I'm allowed to control. This is Moi Avenue Primary. I think this is Moi Avenue. It's not Tomboya Street. Tomboya Street on the lower side. And you can see we have a beautiful city. Amazing African city. The city in the sun. And that's the University of Nairobi now fading away in the horizon. We continue doing this quite amazing city. I want to take you next week to another episode of cycling through places like Parklands and wherever in a bit to document this. So we are taking off and want to join another road, so I'm gonna stop somewhere here. And thank you very much for actually watching my YouTube channel. It wasn't live, but we're gonna try to make it live next time. And you can see that's Ngara, so almost just going out of town and showing you all the amazing places in Nairobi, and quite beautiful. And that's a pied crow right there. So I'm gonna stop here, put in, take some water, and then just take off as I go down, because it can get a little bit dangerous.
Workout
Thank you
paused.
for watching my amazing YouTube channel. This is Amazing Nairobi as we pan, and we're gonna come back next week. And this is our bike. We just do it on twos, and Amazing Nairobi all the time. Bye.